On this video, I'm going to share with you the top 10 reasons that new CBD businesses fail. Now, just for those of you who don't already know what my background is, not only have I been in the nutritional supplement industry for more than 30 years, but I have been teaching entrepreneurs in the nutritional supplement or dietary supplement industry how to build successful businesses for the last 30 years. I have conducted more than 1,000 trainings all over the world to audiences as large as 70,000 people, teaching entrepreneurs how to be successful. And so I have a lot of experience in this area, and now I'm going to apply that to what I've learned as a CBD business owner. And obviously in the case of Joy Organics, we have launched well over 1,000 private label brands, whether they're spas, chiropractors, integrative medicine doctors, pharmacies, apothecaries. And for those businesses, it's pretty simple because they just add the CBD products to whatever offering they currently sell. But then we also launch a lot of new private label brands. These are entrepreneurs who are wanting to be in the CBD business. And over the last 3 years of launching many of these brands, we've seen some that have had great success and that have raised millions of dollars and who have built businesses worth tens of millions of dollars. And obviously in the course of that, we've seen many fail. And in general, most new businesses fail in any industry. And so let me just share with you the top 10 reasons why we see CBD businesses fail, at least from our perspective and our eagle advantage, our view of looking at the industry and specifically all of our partners. Number one, it has really nothing to do with CBD, but it's people who are starting a business who aren't fully committed to that business. And it's easy for you to say, well, I'm committed, but yet are you really committed? Are you 100% committed? Are you all in? And when I say that, let's assume that you come home today, your house has been destroyed, and you all of a sudden get a message on your cell phone that says, watch this video immediately. And that video is your family that's been taken hostage. They're screaming, there's guns at their head, and the person says, you need to launch your CBD business within 30 days, and you need to get 1,000 new customers within 90 days, or you'll never see your family again. What is your commitment level there? Is it a little bit different than what you were thinking your commitment was? Now, that's an extreme example, but it's an example of the difference between being committed and being 100% fully committed. And I'll tell you that starting a business is not easy. If you've never started a business before, then you don't have any perspective. I've started many businesses. I've lost millions of dollars in different businesses that I've started. And I can tell you that starting a business and being successful in that business is not easy. And if you're not 100% in, fully committed, then when you are faced with different challenges and obstacles on your journey, you're going to quit. So the first thing that I can tell you that I see is I see a lot of people who start a CBD business, they're not fully committed, and because they're not fully committed, when they're faced with those challenges and obstacles on their journey, they then just throw up their arms and say it's not worth it. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that they're spending their time doing the wrong things. And I have to tell you, for me, this is frustrating when I see this. I mean, people are spending, and I always refer to this as confusing activity with accomplishment. They're spending their time doing busy things, but they're not doing the things that are gonna make them money. And so, number one, when you start your business, your goal is to launch your business as soon as possible. And then once you launch it, 90% of your time has to be spent marketing your business. It can't be spent doing busy work. It can't be spent fulfilling orders that you can have somebody else do for a few dollars. Instead, you're now valuing your time at a few dollars an hour rather than valuing your time at a high dollar amount. So you have to be spending your time doing the things that are going to make you money. It's real simple. You look at how you spend your time and you ask yourself, am I spending my time doing the things that are going to make me the money that I'm looking to make by starting my business? And for the vast majority of CBD entrepreneurs, they're not spending their time doing the things that are going to grow their business. The third thing is they are overly anal. We have, and I was just with some of our team members yesterday, and we have one customer who's been making refinements to their labels for a year. I want to just tweak this a little bit. I want to just tweak that. I guarantee you that person will never be successful. You know, when people are picking the pepper out of the birdseed, and I wrote a book called Little Things Matter, I'm a big believer that the best of the best are the best at the little things. So I am somebody that's all about excellence and, you know, understanding that the little things are what separates, you know, great companies from other companies, great athletes from other companies, or great athletes from other athletes. But there's a time where you have to say, I have to get to the market. And when we started Joy Organics, our goal was to get to the market as quickly as we could. We didn't try to overly, you know, analyze everything on our label to make sure it was perfect and to overanalyze everything on our website to make sure it was totally perfect. We got to the market and then we refined from there. And we are still refining today. So again, the third reason that new businesses fail is I just see them and we see them being overly anal with everything and, you know, things that nobody on the planet will ever notice, but they are so anal that they've got to make sure they're just right and they're spending their time, again, doing the wrong things. Number 4 is they're penny conscious and dollar foolish. So what do I mean by this? You know, if you were to say, okay, I want to make $100,000 a year, working 40 hours a week, your hourly rate is $48 an hour. And if you're not spending your time doing things that will make you $48 an hour, you'll never make $48 an hour. And so, you know, let's apply that to this business. If you're trying to do all your own order fulfillment as an example, and you're, you know, learning about how you print out labels and how you apply the labels to the boxes, and you're spending your time ordering boxes, and you're doing all this so that you can ship your own packages, you're spending your time doing grunt work. You're being penny conscious and dollar foolish. We have people who are trying to build their own websites rather than hiring a professional to build their website. That's being penny conscious and dollar foolish. I mean, you're just not going to be successful if you're trying to do things that aren't your area of expertise. You're better off hiring those people that have that expertise, and then you spend your time doing the marketing, which is where you're going to make your money building your business. Number 5 is no sense of urgency. So what do I mean by this? You know, I am a firm believer, and I probably am a believer because I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, and I have never met one who didn't feel a sense of urgency with their business and what they were doing. You can't just go doop-de-doop-de-doop. I'm just going to do a little bit of this today and a little bit of this tomorrow, and I'm going to be successful. No, it doesn't work that way. Being successful as a business owner is hard enough. You need to feel a sense of urgency, you know, and especially right now, you want to feel a sense of urgency to get in the game, to get your business launched, to take advantage of this amazing environment that we are in right now here at the ground floor of what I believe is going to be a huge industry. I mean, I believe that CBD will be bigger than vitamin C, bigger than omega-3, and it's not that I don't have experience. I've got 30 years experience in the nutritional supplement and dietary supplement industry. Why do I believe this? Because I have seen the amazing benefits of CBD far greater than I've seen with any other individual dietary supplement in the market. So I believe this is going to be a huge industry. That's why we still today feel huge urgency with what we're doing. And for you as a CBD business owner, you need to feel urgency, urgency to get to the market, urgency to do your marketing, to grow your business, take advantage of this unique opportunity that we all have. The 6th thing that I say that is why new businesses fail, or why CBD businesses fail, is they don't spend their time learning. And, you know, when I say learning, if your area of expertise is not in marketing, then you need to self-educate yourself. And it's not so much that you need to self-educate yourself on CBD marketing, you need to educate yourself on marketing. And so, you know, again, I'm a firm believer that if you want to be great at something, the smartest thing you can do is to learn from those who are great at what you want to be great at. It's like my son Jared, who is our Chief Marketing Officer. You know, he wanted to be at one time a professional ball player. And so what did I do? I hired professional ball players to teach him, to coach him, to train him, because who's going to learn, you know, who's going to be able to best teach him how to be a great baseball player? Great baseball players would be the best people to teach him. So I am a firm believer, if you want to be great at something, learn from those who are great. So again, learning is a very important part of developing your business, because even for us, we didn't know anything about this industry. We had to self-educate ourselves, and we continue to educate ourselves. Number 7, and this is a huge one. We see this every day, all day, and that is people building websites that don't build trust. If you don't have an eye for what really makes a website build trust, you need to find people who do. And I would tell you, and I hate to even say this, but 18 out of 20 of our private label partners who launch websites, I look at them and think, I can't believe anybody would buy CBD on that website. People form an opinion of a website in less than 2/100ths of a second. The second that website opens, there's an immediate feeling of, do I trust this website or not? And when people build their own websites or they build cheap websites, they look cheap. They look like they were built themselves, and they just don't build trust. And so if you have a website that's a low budget, cheap looking website with stock photography on there, the odds are when people come there, they might not even be able to identify exactly what it is, but they're just going to say, my gut tells me that this is not a brand that I should be trusting. And so, we've got web firms that we can recommend to you. If you want a $1,000 website, we've got a firm that we can refer you to that can build you the best $1,000 website that you can get. We've got another one that can build you the best $2,500 website. We've got another one that can build you the best $5,000 website. And then we've got another one, and it's Jim, who's done much of our branding, who can build you a great $10,000 website. But, again, you don't want to be building your own website unless you are an skilled website designer and you've got an eye for design. But if you hire a great firm that understands what great design looks like, then again, you're going to likely end up with something that you're proud of, a website that's going to build trust, a website that's going to have a high conversion rate. Number 8 is people who don't have a good understanding of marketing. And so again, you heard me already say that 80–90% of your time after launching your business needs to be spent on marketing. Well, if you don't have a good understanding of marketing, you're going to struggle. And so what you've got to do is either you have to hire people who know what you don't know, or you have to self-educate yourself so that you know what you need to know in order to effectively market your business. But you just can't go into it going, oh, I'm going to try this and I'm going to try that. And I'm not going to really learn a lot about it. No, if you want to do anything specific in the marketing of your business, you want to go in and you want to Google. And it's not so much, again, looking at CBD businesses. You want to look at other businesses who have been very successful in marketing their businesses and get ideas from what they're doing so that you can then apply it to your CBD business. The 9th reason that CBD businesses fail is that they have no marketing budget. And we see that again here all the time, where people will come in and they'll place a $5,000 or $10,000 product order, and then they have a cheap website, and then they have no more money left to market their business. And so we highly recommend for those people, buy $2,500 worth of product, not $5,000 or $10,000 worth of product, but make sure that you've got money set aside that you can spend in the marketing of your business. Because if you have no marketing budget, then using common sense, how are you going to market your business? So again, it's one of the reasons why many of our partners fail, is because they have no marketing budget. And then the 10th reason that we see that new CBD businesses fail is that they don't select a niche. Today, is not the time to have the one-size-fits-all CBD company that targets every demographic, women, men, of all ages. No, you have to be clear and specific as to who your target market is so that that target market can connect with you. I mean, one of the things, if you want to, Google and learn how to build rapport with people, the way you build rapport with people is by connecting with them. If you've ever been on a trip and you meet somebody from your hometown, you immediately have connection with them because you have something in common with them. And so in building rapport, the more that you have in common with people, the more they connect with you. Well, the same thing is true with, launching your business. You want to make sure that you're connecting with an audience. You can't connect with the world. So, if you've got a kayak business, a kayak CBD business, and you're targeting kayakers, now you can write content that targets kayakers. You can have imagery that targets kayakers. Your social media could be targeting kayakers. You could be looking at the product selection that targets kayakers, but you have to have a niche, and then you have to target that niche with everything you do. And so what we see a lot of people do is they create the one-size-fits-all company. They're like, I can't figure out what niche I want to target, so therefore I'm going to target everybody. And because they're trying to target everybody, they're not connecting with anybody, and therefore those businesses fail. So hopefully I've shared with you some insights kind of in a reverse way that kind of can help you understand what you need to do if you're real serious and committed to being successful. And for us at Joy Organics, the last thing we want to do is help somebody launch a CBD brand and then have them never place an order again. I would rather have you not place an order. I'd rather have you not start your business because I want what's best for you. So that's why I've recorded this video, to help you understand the biggest mistakes that people make, at the same time helping you understand what you need to do if you're going to be successful in the CBD industry.